Welcome to what we at the Shard of Opportunity lovingly call the Loose Canons Prologue. In this episode, you're going to get to see our players meeting each other, some of them for the very first time, as their characters come to the Shattered Plains, a time and a place on Roshar where an endless war has been raging between the Alethi and the Parshendi. We find two of our characters, Grove and Tevlin, arriving at the Shattered Plains, greeted by Batarab, Tevlin's cousin, and finding a bit of a respite before adventure begins to call, as each of these characters finds their own reason to begin journeying through Roshar. I certainly enjoyed watching them on their journey, and I can't wait to bring you along with us. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to seeing you each and every time the Loose Cannons roll on the Shard of Opportunity. All right, let's start off with a basic question to make sure we're all on the same page. Who imagines their character getting to the Shattered Plains first? / how long have you been at the Shattered Plains? And how'd you get there?
I can. I think that Batarab went with that first thrust of people, with her family, because she's an Alethi child, and even though she's not training for war, she's being raised by a mother who is the woman who works with her husband. I don't know exactly what position in the military he is, but she's being raised to do the same thing. So she was brought along with younger brothers.
And as one of the house guards, I've probably been there just as long.
And you're one of the house guards for Batarab, is that right?
Yes. I didn't make it very far in leadership roles because I have a hard time with some of the choices they make. Batarab's family is less of those people that are willing to sacrifice lives, but they still have their biases. My character has been questioning. His dad started questioning, and so he's been questioning too. Why?
All right. And so then Tevlin and Grove, I think y'all came together. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, well, not together exactly. She spent some time in Azir, and then she's come home and is trying to get out to her next adventure, next place she wants to go, and that's where she wants to head. Visit the Shattered Plain. She has family there, where I'm going to meet Grove on the river ship headed there.
And Grove is headed out because she's hoping to get better at guiding and leading, scouting type stuff, because the profession that she wants to do, she has a goal to. There's a special group of Unkalaki that guide people that come out of the lake, and they herd chulls through the mountains, and she's always thought that was super cool, and she wants to get better at that. And so she, encouraged by her mom, left to explore and get better at finding her way.
Okay. And as we find ourselves with Tevlin and Grove coming into the Shattered Plains, what's going to be the thing that draws these two pairs together? We've got Batarab and Nakal over. Batarab, what's your house name?
I don't think we ever settled exactly on one.
House Batarab will be the name for now, and we'll pick a name later if you'd like. House Batarab, and then we've got Tevlin and Grove, who are kind of arriving at the Shattered Plains at the same time. What do we think? What are our thoughts?
Well, if Tevlin is still related to Batarab, it would make sense that Batarab would go to greet her. Nakal could even go with her, to greet her, make sure that she's getting settled, all of her stuff. And so that would be for an immediate meeting. If Tevlin is okay, I'm here, time to go look for some rocks, Batarab is going to be kind of anxious, you don't know what it's like. Not that she wants to be taking care of her cousin necessarily, but she's going to feel responsible. And her mother would probably be you need to get that girl on the straight and narrow. I want you, don't let her die. And we need to get her married too. So. And Batarab would really like her mom's attention to be on Tevlin getting married instead of herself. So that works out for her. So
So I think that's like where I'm headed first. That said, I'm actually, I guess, just now thinking that if Grove is like wanting to like, I don't know, be like guide-y, kind of like, oh, I could trek out into the wilderness. I think Tevlin's imagining like, oh, I can like, let me hire you to like go on some, explore the area with me or whatever. So I think she's gonna be like looking for, I don't know, any kind of like rumor of places like around that she might go, like poking around looking for something interesting, and kind of hire Grove to go along, make sure that she doesn't get lost, and have someone to chat with along the way. I don't know if it's like full-time job type material. I don't know if I'm paying that much, but it's like, something to do at least until you get a job.
So, are you guys meeting at the Warcamps, or did you meet Grove before?
We met on the way there.
Okay.
We spent most of the journey together, I imagine, because like I'm in like South Yakaved. There's like a river that runs from like southern Alethkar all the way up to like near the Shattered Plains, and so I'm kind of imagining I like took a ship to this city and then like took like a boat up the river the whole way, and so I imagine we would be on that same boat a couple weeks.
A river caravan, and
Yeah.
kind of met and got talking, and Grove was like, "Oh, I'm down here to learn how to lead and guide." And you're like, "Oh, cool, I'm going on this adventure. Why don't you guide me through it?" And then where I'm hired as a house guard, and we could just be like, Batarab, I've been assigned to Batarab, and that way,
I'm a woman.
yeah. I'm essentially a pack animal at this point. I just carry your stuff around.
Well, I do have to take care of my Safehand.
Exactly.
Well, I was actually going to bring up the Safehand right now because, like, Grove doesn't cover her Safehand with.
She doesn't even wear a glove.
I don't think so. The Horn Eater, yeah, no. And she's not.
Voren.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vaden, but I was like, that's not right.
Curse you and your V's, Brandon.
Well, would she outright ignore that custom, or would
No, I don't think so.
or would she be aware of the custom of the Alethi and be like, "Oh, I at least need to wear a glove"?
I think it would be an awkward moment where she would like not realize it, and someone would need to point it out either beforehand or shortly after they got there, and then I would comply.
Batar would be like, "Here, gloves."
Here, I have a present for you. It is a glove. It is not gloves. It is a glove.
A glove. But where is the other?
Why is it made of silk and why is it green? I don't understand.
Taking that moment, let's zoom down onto the Shattered Plains. So we're in Hatham's war camp. Batarab and Nakal, you come up, and Tevlin and Grove, what do they see as they walk up? Describe yourselves for them.
Oh, us?
Yep, you are Tevlin and Grove.
Okay, the grammar, I was confused as to who was describing who.
I was too, actually.
I said Batarab and Grove.
You said it right. We were just both not listening in the same way.
We were on the same wavelength. We've been traveling together too long.
Tevlin and Grover are becoming fast friends, and we're too busy chatting and missed their cue.
Yeah.
But what do we say?
Okay, I have long red hair in braid. She's got very typical Horn Eater clothing based on all the art that has been in the book. Like there's a green scarfy shawl sash thing that's also tied around her waist. She of course has, the now infamous scarf headband thing that's on her wrist that's from her mother. She's got a bow and a little sword thing and is very excitedly talking about whatever we are engaged in.
Tevlin?
Is 22 years old, has light gray eyes, medium length brown hair. It's kind of a bit of a mess. It's pulled into a half-hearted ponytail. And she's wearing Alethi-ish clothes. And I take that back. She's not wearing like a normal like Hava. It's a little bit more like the Shallan in the Rhythm of War cover. She's got kind of those more like adventure-y looking clothes on.
A travel Hava, yeah, with the more durable fabric and
she's rocking that. She's got a cape because capes are cool. And
until a chasm fiend snatches it.
No capes.
She's got her bags. She's got a book. She is chatting away. Forgetting something important. Glove. She just wears a glove. She does not do the whole sleeve thing. I think that's it.
Okay. Batarab, Nakal, what do they see as they glance up and Tevlin recognizes you?
Well, Batarab recognizes Tevlin. I'm assuming that they've seen each other several times in their lives. She definitely notices the glove pretty much right away and is shocked and dismayed and looking around a little frantically, trying to think of how they are going to rectify this. But what they're seeing it for her. She is much more prim and proper, um, appearing more so than she actually is, but carries herself with a great deal of maturity and, for all outward appearances, like the ideal Alethi young woman, very pious and meek when appropriate, but loud in the forms of scholarship. And yeah, she's unhurried and just kind of takes her time and moves to tries to move with a commanding presence, even if she's in the midst of dust and shoals and yelling people and slaves.
And Nakal is decked out in his house guard uniform, except for one variation. He's wearing a full steel breastplate. Another thing that he wears differently, well, Nakal is a Alethi man in his 40s, 43-ish, and he's wearing his full breastplate, the house guard uniform underneath, neatly pressed, well maintained, wearing Batarab's house colors. He also has his full travel pack, and like I said, at his side he has his high quality steel axe instead of a spear. And on his pack, he also has strapped a arm shield. And he approaches as him and Batarab approach the group. He's watching and he's aware.
You come upon each other. What do?
Cousin.
Cousin!
Tevlin, I guess, charges forward and kind of drops whatever conversation he was having and does a probably not very graceful hug.
And Batara will catch her and, embrace her and talk about how glad she is that she's made it safe and hopes that there were no difficulties, and meanwhile be taking hold of her left hand and slowly lifting it up and covering it with her own safe hand for the sake of modesty.
Tevlin is completely oblivious to what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the last time we've seen each other? How long has it been? That was
I don't
halfway
know.
me speculating and halfway turning into character.
I mean,
I picked up on that. I was
it's
like, wait, that's
been.
not completely Josh's voice.
I think it was a year before the War on the Shattered Plains began.
It's been so long.
It has.
So, out of character question, would these two have been in communication via span read all this time?
Like casually.
Yeah.
I think we've been. Yeah, not like
Their mothers have been in touch probably more than they have been.
my mom's
Right,
dead.
but it's not going to be like.
Oh,
So, thanks for that.
Tarab's like, oh no, when did she die?
Your aunt's gone.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
My bad. Batara would not have.
It's been a long time. It's been like
When did her
9
mom
years.
die?
9 years ago. It's been a long time.
So probably Tevlin's aunt has been checking in with her more than Batarab. I mean, Batarab would do a postscript for sure on all of these, and I'm sure that some of the times it's her, but the two of them definitely check in on Tevlin quite a lot. Make sure she's doing well, make sure that she has good tutors and all of that, since there's no woman there to properly oversee her education. So, not that Batarab is doing that part, but her mom probably is taking that role. I think her mom is like a force to be reckoned with.
Tevlin spent the last, I think, 2 years. No, last couple years in Azir.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, yes.
like working for like a Vaden like diplomat who lives there, sort of a wardship-ish thing.
That's right. I forgot that.
And yeah, I imagine that Batarab's mother probably doesn't super approve of. I mean, it's reputable. She was a ward for a Vaden lady of importance of some kind. So
Yeah,
um,
like if she was a widow or something, I'm sure that that was very safe and proper.
yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I imagine we're just like catching up. Tevlin has three sisters and two brothers, so plenty of family news to keep Batarab up to date on what's happening with all the other cousins.
That sextuple the amount of children who lost their mom. That's so sad. 6 times. Because it was one.
So you said there's how many siblings? I missed that part when I was switching ears. Sorry.
I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Okay. I think Batarab has 2 younger brothers. So
I might have missed it. Is everyone light-eyed?
No, I'm not.
No?
Is Grove?
oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Take the easy road. Fine.
No,
Or
Nakal
Nakal.
has very dark, almost brown eyes.
Okay.
Batarab, what was yours?
Well, she's a light-eyed.
Oh,
My
she's not. That's what I thought.
They're a
Oh
part of
yeah,
my house, right? Well, I guess
yeah, she's got
technically-
like she's almost got like yellowish type eyes.
Is gray considered dark or light?
Yes.
Depends on the gray.
Mine are gray, but they're light gray. I mean, they're like very kind of pale.
hmm
And I think Nakal has been relegated to Batarab's bodyguard duty because he's been questioning leadership on decisions. And so instead of moving up the ranks, he's been moved adjacent to a important job. To the we won't call her the problem child of the family, but
No. Love it.
Well, they definitely want their thumb on her right now.
Mistress Batarab,
Yes.
your
What is
mother
it?
has requested that you return home for dinner at once.
Well, Tevlin, it seems it is time for you to see your aunt. She's been so eager to see you.
How lovely.
Are you prepared? You know how mother can be.
Oh, she's fine. She's no problem.
Okay.
Um,
Well, Nakal.
so I'm gonna eye Grove and I'm gonna turn to Tevlin and be like, "Who was your traveling companion you were speaking with before we arrived?" Not like warily, but just like
yeah. This is Grove.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I come to dinner too?
Greetings, Grove. I'm gonna walk forward and I'm gonna offer a hand up for a handshake.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll shake back.
I greet Grove with a firm handshake and looking her up and down, I'm like, you're awful far from the peaks. What brings a wanderer such as yourself to our camps?
Well, a little bit of curiosity and my new friend Tevlin. We got to chatting and we were both heading to the Shattered Plains, so
Grove, do you have anywhere to stay yet? Here?
no.
Nah.
Come on, you can stay with us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Is that all right?
lovely.
I'm sure
What?
that you have a spare room.
Mistress Batarab, is that all right for us to invite this
Oh,
Oh, you're the servant.
young
I didn't know.
lady?
I didn't know.
Forgot this
Yeah,
guy was here.
I was like, are you asking me a question? Like, I thought he just delivered a message or something. I am sure that we can find something suitable for the evening. I see no reason why. Um, the Almighty always wishes that we are kind to those who are in need, and So please come along, Miss
You can call me Grove.
Grove. Yes, come along, Tevlin. Let me cover your left hand as we go walking down the road.
Okay, I will go ahead
Did you?
and let the master and mistress know.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, so we fast forward. You've arrived at the residence of the Batarab's family on the Shattered Plains in Hatham's Warcamp. You have a relatively nice section of the camp that's set aside. There are multiple buildings with several interior rooms that they have shelter from the storm if there should be a high storm, things of that nature. You can see servants running around here and there, a few parshmen carrying water and wood and things of that nature. And kind of standing outside the main area, Batarab, you see your father with a bit of a stern look on his face as you're approaching.
Oh, don't mind me just one moment if you.
Tevlin runs up and says,
you-
"Uncle," and hugs him.
Oh,
Tackles him.
Miss Grove, if you wouldn't mind staying here with Nakal, please. I just need to go speak with my father and my cousin.
Mistress, would you like
Father,
me to
isn't
take her
it?
to the guest quarters? Or separating now, bad idea, boss.
Why don't you just stay over here? Perhaps make sure that she has some water and perhaps a small bite to eat until we have everything prepared for certain for dinner. And I will speak to Mother about everything else. Thank you very much, Nakal.
Of course, mistress.
What?
So I'm going to take Grove over to the rain barrel, and I'm just going to ladle out some water. I'm a
Wow.
soldier. That's what I do.
Crack away the creme.
Yep, exactly.
Father, you seem very upset. It's wonderful that we have Tevlin here. Is there anything the matter?
I weren't expecting her today. And who is this other young woman you brought back as well?
Oh, this is Grove. Grove, come here. Why are you drinking the water from the barrel?
I was offered it.
Reach in
Come
my
here, come here.
reach in my backpack, pull out a ration bar.
Thank you.
This is Grove. This is my my travel companion.
Hello, it's so nice to meet you. I'm very excited to be here.
Tis a pleasure. Where are you from?
Oh, I am from the Hornidra Peaks.
Oh,
How
okay.
interesting, isn't it, Father? How exotic.
And why have you come down here?
Well, I was hoping to grow in some skills to lead and explore. I heard there were opportunities to find new trade routes, and I wanted to be a part of it.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, man.
And add the plot die.
Oh,
Plot
wow.
die.
Dun,
Pum, pum,
dun.
pum.
Plot die.
Oh, no!
Oh no.
All right, it's a 5 and a 2.
That's not
So
the plot die.
That isn't. No, you're right. It's a nothing.
Okay. A 5 and a nothing.
Yeah. Oh, but what's my modifier? Hang on. I don't think it's that big. Nope, it's a 6.
Well, I'm sure that Brightlord Hatham or one of the other princes could offer you opportunities, but I'm not sure why that means you've come to my house this evening.
Is she staying with me?
She is.
Don't worry, I have some work for her to do.
Tevlin, we should perhaps discuss this with Mother. I think that would be the wise decision.
I love this.
And why would that be?
Just so you're aware, as her father, her mother's a very overbearing person and would kind of be like, it could probably be assumed that she'd be like, Tevlin, no. Like, that's like they go somewhere else. Like the other people do not stay in this area. Like everyone has their place, as far as that goes. But so I just thought that Mother might have some suggestions, and perhaps if her friend stayed a night, then perhaps we could find a good place for her to go. And Tevlin, it's wonderful you have work for her, but I think that perhaps she would find more opportunities if she was living out where those opportunities were and she was able to work for you.
Well, you see, I am much more interested in the opportunity that Tevlin has presented to me. I've grown very fond of her. I think she's super wonderful, and I would love to continue to pursue the grand plans that she has.
As a quick aside,
Tevlin grabs her arm and kind of like like arm in arm and says, "I'm sure we could figure everything out, Uncle. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Vigorously.
Also, as a note, Batarab has been working very hard to keep Tevlin's hand covered with her father around. Very hard.
As a note,
Like
did
she might be figured.
tell me to cover up my hand before we walked in?
Not yet, but like because she was hoping she would just be able to like take care of that before her father was involved.
Okay, so I have a naked hand right
You do.
now. All right.
Tevlin, go ahead and roll a persuasion check with the plot.
Persuasion. Oh, I'm not good at that. Oh, but I got a 19 and a complication with a 2. 21.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. 23. 23 with the complication.
23 with complication. So 23 with the +2 from the complication?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So he didn't have a ton of focus because he's an NPC. So that does wear down his focus to where you've convinced him to let you in. In terms of the complication, we're going to basically have that as you've kind of grabbed Grove's arm, vigorously. You've kind of pulled the safe hand up in front of the uncle, and now he's kind of staring at that. Well, take her inside and get something to cover that up, and we'll be having dinner soon, I guess. I don't know. We'll talk about the details later. It's fine. Welcome, Miss Horneater.
It's nice to see you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Tevlin gives a big smile. A very charming smile.
I do apologize for my rudeness. It was just a bit surprising.
Of course, I understand.
Thank you. All right, and so you enter into the house as you begin to get settled. Anything? Wanted to as a quick parenthetical. Tevlin and Grove, as y'all were on the boat ride in, you did some discussing with some people just to see what kind of rumors they had found, or were there any places of interest. Go ahead and I think it's investigation is the skill. I think that exists. I always forget the names of these skills. What do they have?
There's
we'll call it insight.
Insight.
Yeah, we'll call it insight.
Does lore make sense?
I mean, lore is more for like the books and things. So I'll go with insight on this one.
Got it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Deduction. That's what we're gonna do.
Deduction. Okay. You did say plot dice.
Oh, natural 20! 21!
Nails it. I got a 14.
Nice. So
I'm sorry. 16.
With a 16 and a 20, you were able to identify 2 different locations of potential interest. One of them, there were stories about seeing groups of figures kind of right before high storms going up onto this particular ridge that doesn't appear to have a shelter for a high storm, but they were seen to go up onto it, and then after the high storm to come back out from it. One of the travelers had heard about that, and they mapped it out for you. It'd take about a day or so traveling west of the Warcamps, so away from the Shattered Plains. And then another lead was about a particular tavern that is in Sabariel's Warcamp, where you would be able to perhaps find people with information about these kinds of things.
Can Tevlin call for Nakal to, with a smile and some charm, to help carry our stuff?
Nakal reaches down, picks up the stuff, follows everybody inside.
All right. So we get everybody settled into their rooms. There's a servant, a Parsh servant, who leads you, Grove, off to your room. Is this this was the first time maybe that you've stayed in one of the rooms outside of the Horn of Peaks? Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're both kind of under intimidated by what, because you're like, you expected more because it's the war camps. It's not particularly lavish, but it's got a nice bed. It's got some places for you to put your things and your clothes and things of that nature. And then after a little bit, there is a bell for dinner. Okay. Do y'all all go to dinner?
Can Tevlin lay down in her bed, and how soft is the bed?
Let me
Oh,
we roll
trust
for
me,
softness.
she's not going to have time to fall asleep
Pretty
because
soft.
her cousin, well, she can lay down if she wants, but Batarab is bursting right in there with a new dress. She's got like 2 dresses. Okay, pick one, because she's like, you cannot show your safe hand. Were you showing your safe hand in Azamir? Please tell me you weren't showing your safe hand in Azamir.
Of course not. Tevlin rolls her eyes, biggest eye roll possible, and says, "None of them wear safe hands, dear. Gloves, sleeves, whatever.
They don't wear safe
None of them.
hands.
None of them.
They just
None of them
remove
cover
them.
it.
It's fine.
None of them cover it. They just chop it off.
That you're Vaden.
I mean,
You're
yeah.
Vaden, right?
Yes.
You haven't. Okay. I thought you might have said you were following the passions or something now, and I don't know if I could have taken it, and Mother certainly couldn't take it.
Don't be ridiculous. I can wear the dress, though.
Thanking you. Just, you need to, I mean, Navani, Brightness Navani will sometimes wear a glove, but it's very covering, and she incorporates it very well into our wardrobe. You'll have to take a look at how she does that, and perhaps Mother will not be so distraught. But I think Father, had he seen, would not have accepted your friend. So some people are less accepting of such things, and we need to make sure that we pick our battles.
Tevlin holds up her hand and pulls off the glove slowly, wiggling her fingers, and is like, "I'll cover it during dinner."
Oh, Batara would laugh at that.
Can I try and find Tevlin's room?
Yeah, you left, so they had rooms closer in, and then you were taken by the Parshmen out further. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to cut in real quick. So the bed is super soft. So before I bother getting changed or whatever, she just crashes on the bed and doesn't sleep, but just sort of enjoys the softness.
I love that.
Oh, I was hoping Grove would come in when Batara was still there.
Oh, she can.
Yeah, you don't have to leave yet. This
Because
could be happening. So
then
you
there's
put
a
your
glove.
foot down and then walk back.
Yeah.
Right on.
So I think as you are doing your little thing with the hand, Grove opens the door and is like, "Hey, what's?"
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Grove doesn't just open the door. Grove throws the door open.
I do.
Yeah.
So should I be doing something about my hand?
Yes. Yes.
I guess I should do this.
Yes.
Are we doing this?
Batara would quickly take the glove and go and take Grove's hand and look at how it probably has blisters and
Calluses.
it's the hand of someone who, yes, calluses is what I meant. Like this, yes.
Shows all
Now,
of
Grove.
my
Muscles.
My accomplishments.
Miss Grove, you must understand that in this camp, it is very improper to go without a glove. Even the please forgive me for bringing them up, but even the ladies of the night will wear a glove of lace. So you must cover up your fingers and like up to your wrist, please, with something that is an opaque fabric. Take Tevlin's here right now. She needs to have her hand covered at all times. It would be such a scandal for the family. And if you are staying with us for any amount of time, I hope you understand that we cannot have that scandal brought back to us.
Well, I don't really understand what is so wrong about a hand, but I don't mind wearing a glove.
Tevlin
Well, it's
mouths
not-
ladies of the night while Batarab is.
It's not that anything is wrong with it. It's an intimate part of our body that is only shared with our families.
That is such a okay, I'm going to stop criticizing your customs and just be okay with it.
I am
She's like-
accepting person. It is wonderful.
Thank you very much, Miss Grove.
And
Of
while all
course.
this is happening, I'm just in the barracks.
I can't wait to
Bring it
go
over here.
home and tell my mother that everybody thinks their hands are scandalous.
Wasn't your mother not horny?
Yeah, she wasn't.
That'd be
So
funny
she
for you
probably would
to,
have mentioned it.
but you could tell her, and then she'd be like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
You didn't-
I
why didn't you tell me
I
this?
thought it'd be funny.
Yep.
All right. There's an announcement that rings through the house, and you are called to dinner. You proceed down the hall. There at the table is the head of the house, mother and father, Batarab, as well as seats for each of you, with a place for the house guard Nakal to stand on watch. And you can kind of see an extra, there's like a place that's put on the corner of the table that has like a slightly smaller chair that's been pulled up. For Grove to sit at. There were places set for Tevlin and Batarab already, and so they've kind of like worked you in there.
I imagine Grove is on the slightly taller side, so it probably looks a little funny.
Probably looks a little fun. But you don't have to sit in that chair. You can tell that it's for you, but you don't have to sit there. You can sit however you would like or do whatever you would like.
Oh no.
I didn't think of it, so I'll just I'll sit in the chair that I know is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Batarab, Tevlin, do y'all sit down?
Oh, yes. It has been such a long journey. I am famished.
Oh, wonderful. We have a fabulous meal for both our guests expected and unexpected. We hope that you will enjoy. We have, oh, girl, we weren't sure. We have what we refer to as women's food and men's food. Do you have a preference in your community?
Oh, well, we all just eat the same kind of food.
Ah, well,
Which one do you like? Like do the horn eaters eat spicy food? Spicy food's the men food, right?
No, Rock makes a very clear point that the Alethi men's food is so spicy that it's like eating rocks with spices on them. You can't taste
Okay.
the food; all you can taste is the spices. So I don't know if that's a.
Doug would know.
I would know. He's yeah, but so I don't know if that's a colloquial term for all the horn eaters, but I imagine it's something that they share and make fun of.
Okay.
In the same way that they call horn eaters because they eat the shells and the horns.
Mhm.
Which interesting fact, Grove's character has a second set of teeth in the back of her throat for crushing stuff.
I did remember that.
yeah.
Well, you pick. I'm up for anything.
Oh, well, you seem to be in um warrior attire. You seem to have um your bow and your sword and all these things. So I perhaps you would enjoy men's food. I don't know.
I don't either.
All right, we'll try
I'll
for
give
tonight.
it a try.
All right, and
Upon
they serve
upon
everybody up.
upon hearing this, Nakal moves his position just a little bit so he can see Grove's face a little clearer.
Right, divvy it up, divvy it up,
Oh.
and then
Can Tevlin sneak a bit of the spicy food while they're doing that?
sure, make a stealth check.
Can I roll to see how well I handle the spice?
14.
Okay, yep, you're able to without anybody noticing.
Oh, natural one. Oh, I take a bite of the food.
Okay, as you take a bite of the food, it is the most painful experience your tongue has ever had. It is a mixture between a fire and a stabbing pain in your entire mouth that just continues to stab as it goes down your body.
Oh my goodness! Who on earth would ever enjoy this kind of food? I can't even taste anything. It just hurts.
It just hurts.
It just hurts.
Tevlin or
Ow, ow, ow.
Nakal's just sitting there smiling, trying to be stoic, but he's clearly enjoying this.
I do not think this dish is for me. I shall try the women's food.
Well, that's fine. All right. The father gestures towards a servant who provides you a plate of the women's food.
All right.
Tevlin is munching quietly on her food with a little smile.
She's like, I feel sneaky. I feel sneaky.
Right. And so dinner continues onward. You have some light small talk that happens, and eventually the mother kind of looks around. Tevlin, dear, I've heard that you plan to pursue some kind of study or interests out here. What is that?
As you know, I'm very interested in archaeology. Out in Azir, I don't know how to explain this. She describes all this out in Azir. Had a lot of time to mosey around with some scholars that were out doing archaeology out in Azir. Explains that she's been excited to come back out to the east, where people are usually too busy fighting one another to have time to do this, and really wants to kind of explore this kind of scientific field that not a lot of people have spent much time in, and explains that especially out here at the Shattered Plains, there's been there's a lot of opportunities to do some research.
I'm going to call this a leadership test to see how well you kind of lay out that information.
Cool.
For her.
While he's doing that, it was the people that were going out before the high storm to the cliff, and then what was the other one?
A tavern in Sabariel's Warcamp.
That's right.
I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, decent. Nothing that was like spectacular, but you get the point across. Is 8 plus 0 the leadership?
6 plus 2.
Perfect. All right. All right. I mean, I won't pretend to understand all of that, but it certainly seems important to you. As long as you can do that safely here in the war camps, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
In the war camps, sure.
Yeah. As long as you stay in Brightlord Hatham's war camp, I can ensure that you and little Batarab are safe and sound, and we don't have any dangers at all.
Certainly, she smiles. A slightly fake smile.
Make a deception check.
Deception. 5.
dear, didn't seem like you were particularly. You didn't mean that last comment. do you not understand that you'll need to stay in Brightlord's Warcamp?
Well, we'll certainly. Well, obviously, we can't stay in here forever, right? Like,
Why would we need to leave? We have food, shelter, clothing, water. We will continue your preparations for marriage here, as I promised your late mother.
she spits out food at that.
And
like kind of chokes on whatever she's eating.
oh dear, are you okay?
um, you spoke with my father
Oh, long ago. This was decided many, many years ago, dear.
about what?
Well, that you would have your young adventures off in Azamir, and then you would come to me, and we would prepare you for your true task of womanhood for the house.
Right, of course.
Nakal's trying his hardest to just be stoic, just watching this whole thing unfold.
So, what? Tell us, what was your this? Well, maybe. So, but what was this? Is the father? What was your first plan? What did you have an idea of what you might get up to?
Well, there's a tavern in Sabariel's war camp, where there seems to be some. She's a bit flustered. Some news to investigate. I assume that it's okay to leave to Sabariel's war camp, of course.
I could go with her, Mother, and we could bring Nakal. Persuasion, you said?
Mhm.
Mm.
God, this mother's gonna hate me so much.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20 plus 4.
Beautiful. Well, I suppose as long as you were back by the end of the day,
Oh, of course, Mother.
that should be fine.
We can go tonight?
Oh no, I
No,
mean,
no, we should spend.
when
If
you
we went
leave.
tonight, we would not be able to spend much time, Tevlin. We should go in a morning so that we can fully enjoy and spend time and meet people in Sabariel's war camp.
Nakal actually laughs at that when Tevlin goes, "We can go tonight?" And Nakal actually just laughs, snickers in the background, trying to stay stoic, but it's just not working.
And
I'm not
you
making
guys,
it easy for you.
No.
what's your plan, Miss Grove?
I am going to continue to support Tevlin. I think she's super cool and has lots of awesome ideas. And I want to help her find all of these mysteries that she is curious about.
Mysteries in Sabariel's war camp.
Yes,
Just in Sabariel's war camp, though.
that's where you said we need to be.
Roll deception. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, 14 plus something.
Yep.
15.
Plus 1, 15. Yep, 15 will do it. Okay. She seems reassured by that. Very well. Let's continue with dinner. And if anybody else would like to say anything or add anything to the conversation, they can. But those are the additions that the parents would provide tonight.
I guess Nakal would. I don't know if he would chime in and be like, "Hey, I have connections in Sabariel's war camp. I know people there, so we can keep them safe." Would he? I feel like he would set that forth as reassurance for the parents.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
be like,
fine.
"Yeah, I know. I've been to Sabariel's war camp. I know some of the people there. I know the guards. And if you say as long as I'm with Batarab, I can pretty much guarantee safety in Sabariel's war camp."
Yeah, make a leadership test for me.
Leadership. 14 plus 4, so 18.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is very reassuring, Guard Nakal. Thank you.
Tevlin asks, you mentioned suitors.
Oh, certainly, yes.
Did you have somebody in mind?
Oh, well, I mean, we'll certainly want to take you to all of the parties and introduce you to the young
Adolin, probably. Mother will want you to meet High Priest Prince Adolin.
Well, you'd be a fool not to at least try that one.
Even Nakal shakes his head at the mention of Adolin Colin.
Yeah, Batarab. Yeah, Nakal had to be around when Batarab was being courted by Adolin Colin.
He just shakes his head and just like,
Of course.
Well, if that's all, I think we'll take our leave for the evening and allow you all to get your rest. Tevlin, I'm sure you're tired after your long journeys.
Exhausted. I also need to try to reach out to my father before bed.
Oh, of course.
Batarab's having a really hard time not laughing. She knows. She gets it.
All right. Cool. So we'll pause there and we'll start next time basically with you leaving House Batarab, going towards Sabarial's Warcamp, ready to find this tavern and figure out what secrets lie within.
Assuming we go to the tavern and don't sneak out of the work camps to go.
It did occur to me that was possible.
Sneaking out? No.
I feel quite chaotic in this character, so
We're going to make plans.
Future CJ here. So very glad that you have joined us for the beginning of the epic adventures of the Loose Canons. Grove, Batarab, Nakal, Tevlin. They do not know who they will meet. They do not know where they will go. But what we do know is they will be guided constantly by the Shard of Opportunity. Please continue to join us. Like these videos if you find them to be interesting, like our interviews and other opportunities we have to share this wonderful world we're creating along with Brandon and Brotherwise as they create the sandbox that we get to play in. And give us a comment. Let us know if there's a moment that captures you, the way that some of the moments in the coming weeks captured me as I sat at the table with my players and watched them speak the words. And of course, subscribe, ring the bell, all the things, so that when the high storm comes once again, you won't need to seek the advice of a storm warden, but merely look to your subscription box. And it'll be Scott or CJ, GMs for the Cannon Walkers and the Loose Canons, as we have the honor and privilege to seek the journey before the destination, to find life before death, and to show you our character's strength before weakness. Each time, the Shard of Opportunity brings you another episode in the Loose Canons and the Cannon Walkers series.